What up, it's your boy Navtastic, and welcome back to another episode of my Staines-Town series. In this one, we're going to tackle the pre-season, off-season, all of that goodness. As you can see, a few managers are leaving their roles and are moving on to pastures new. Fulham or one, Peterborough another. It's a damn shame, but it is what it is. And for us, the priority is pretty clear. We need to solidify our squad. So that means bringing in new players, but not only bringing in just numbers, bringing in quality. More coaches, that's no doubt about it. Continue to improve our training in youth academy and expanding our stadium. All critically important. TV money, kit deals, they're going to come. We need to focus on what we need now. Zalalem is one of those players that can benefit the squad. I don't think his development has been as desired, so he's currently playing his trade in, the championship. But hopefully we can turn that around. We got our bonus for Will Ross, which is always great. Because that means that West Ham got promoted also. But there you go. The coaches still seem to believe that Zelalem could be a 5-star player when all is said and done, and that's enough for me to definitely go for him. I mean, I know he was going to be a quality player anyway, but to know his potential is still there, take it every day of the week. Just continuing to look at the retirement for Lambond. It is a sad one, but there you go. There's the new sponsorship deals I was chatting about. Oh, we had to restart our repayments. How much for? The bank loan 3.8. That's not that bad. That's a loan that's manageable. It's always important to make sure your club spends within its means. Biancolino, he's a player that we definitely want. Quality prospect there in the goalkeeper spot. Husam Joseph, look at those stats. Definitely someone we're targeting. Not only could he create the competition for Pogba, but he could take Pogba's place in pretty quick time if the current trajectories of all the available wide receivers and disgruntled free agents sort of crossover. As you can see, I ran the rule over a few of my targets, all coming as expected. Beginning contract negotiations also for myself. The transfer budget is actually pretty decent considering what we've had in the past. Obviously, we're quite unified in the goal of trying to stay up and making us a viable Premiership team for the future. I've also not asked too much in terms of wages, and never have. I don't see the point of it. It just means more money available for the club. Here's Marcos Lopez. He's one of Man City's brightest prospects, but he's available on free. So I'm definitely going to go for him and see what we can do. Same with Zelalem. Two really talented midfield players. Both would add value. I think Zelalem actually, who's agreed already, and Lopez is done as well, which is fantastic. 2 signings right off the bat. I think Lopez is one that's more likely to go straight into the team than Zelalem. His development seems to have sort of just gone off a little bit. I hope to get that back on track, but for now he's good for squad depth. Just accepting the under-21 league and the under-18s league invitation, both of which haven't really been prominent for me so far in this game. Just coming through the ranks, I haven't really prioritised it, but now if I want to stay in the Premier League and become a big team, I have to focus on it. You have to develop your own players. You can't consistently just buy. Only a few teams can. That's like Chelsea and City. Teams that have money up to their ears, and even they are prioritising sort of at least investing in youth. I'll put my goal at avoiding relegation in this particular instance. Obviously, it's a much tougher league than anything we've faced so far, so we may struggle. I'm being honest, we may struggle. Let's see what happens. City have got rid of Pellegrini, which is a bit of a surprise. 43 million. Wow. Right off the bat, that's kind of money we've not even come close to seeing so far. But we're accepting some friendlies just to get us ready for the season ahead, and obviously there's a ton of transfer clauses there. I want Biancalino, and he's agreed a contract, so he could be a real asset for us in goal. It's always been an area which has been a bit iffy for us. Diego Campi is also a promising centre back, as you can see there. His potential is 5 stars, so that is quite exciting. Let's look at United news. They're selling Mark Oxley from Fleetwood, a random signing. Okay. Few leaks. I want to sign this guy. Aurelie's a good player. And Youssef is probably one of the other guys I really want to sign. Yes, we got him in the bag. From City's academy, which is a bit of a surprise. They got 2 of the stars go. We got Biancalino too, so our transfer window is going really good at the moment. So really well. Correct my English. Some really talented young players, which is good for our sort of future as well, and it helps with the squad selection rules that the Premier League has, and looking forward, touch wood, hopefully, Champions League has also. But that's going to take a few years for us to get to that point, I think. It's just confirming a few players have left. And we've got Campi as well, so it just gets better and better. And then the defence is still an area where we need to improve. And he's chosen Kievo over us. Wow. Okay. See, he would have been a natural heir in that centre-back role to James Tompkins, so it's a bit disappointing. But live and you learn, you move on. See, Pert's contract is set to expire. Piper's as well. Nothing. Only stable. My board confidence is stable. I'm going to the Premier League. I deserve a little bit more security than that, but hey, whatever. Just bringing some coaches in now. Gainer's a right back, and his application has been denied. Oh, that's a shame. He would have been would have added some real competition for Saidi Jenko. Martin is a player I bought in trial. It just didn't cut the mustard, so not even worth showing his attributes. There you go, Buffon as a coach at the club. Can you imagine this? Back and he's like Gianluigi Buffon at Staines-Town. Oh wow. So here we go. Some more coaches has been brought in. It's really to help us focus in every single area. Obviously having, well, rather the number of coaches we could have has been limited, but we're taking full advantage of it not being so now. Also saw Oluwaina there, is a Chelsea prospect, and he is my backup plan to Gigena. So he'll play at right back, and hopefully he can come good too. He, like Zalalem, has sort of drifted off. So we want to try and change that form around. Oh, Brunetti, he would have been good. He would have been good, but stays with Boca. And we're just charging through this preseason now. Just got to do this. Squad numbers. Actual form through preseason has actually been quite decent. But as you know, it counts for nothing once the season starts. It's going to be quite hard to gel all of these players in straight away. And I think we actually have a very difficult start of the season. I believe we have Man City right off the bat. So it's not easy, but that's the Premier League for you. We're going to do everything we can, and Fleetwood and Capital One Cup should help ease that, I'd hope. But I am going to end the episode here now that we're at the end of pre-season, and hopefully once the season starts we can do quite well. But until then, I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye now.